Y'all see the heading. And the reason why it's headed like this, guys, is because first and foremost, if anything is going to happen to me, I'm going to have it documented. And I'm going to have who has made these threats to me or on my life. See, because I'm not going to be stupid and then people have to be trying to figure out what's going on and who did it. No, we're going to narrow down the threats that I'm getting from Nitra Davis and April Thomas allegedly. They sit on Clubhouse. They're in this Clubhouse room and somebody made, I'm going to go in here and share this. Someone made this. Let me go in here and put this out here because, see, I ain't never scared. I stay out these dark rooms. Hey, wishful thinking. Hey, boo. So let me go ahead and put this in here because, see, I'm going to let the world know. April Thomas, she it's something about me that April Thomas don't like. Yes, ma'am. And like I told them in Clubhouse today, y'all sit in these dark rooms. Y'all want to say I'm evil and demonic. No, ma'am. I am covered by the blood of Jesus. Yes, ma'am. Nothing about me is demonic. What is demonic is a mother that can sit up and plot. You know what? And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I believe that now that this came out today in Clubhouse, that they want me deleted what they did to Planet of the Fake. Yeah, let's put that out there. April Thomas, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know what I'm saying, your little homeboy said that you put a voodoo hex on Planet of the Fake. Okay. But let's go in here. hmm Let's go in here and pull the Clubhouse heading. They thought this was me, y'all. This wasn't me. It ain't hardly me. One thing about Big Mama is when I come and show my face, I'ma show my face. I ain't got nothing to hide, baby. So I want y'all to look at this because, honey, this ain't hardly me. They try to say, but whoever this is said, truth be told, y'all see what it say, truth be told, Big Mama show with the parentheses on the side. And then what it say, let me let y'all daggone go ahead and read that. That ain't me. I don't know a Ashley. I don't know nothing about that. Terrorist threat. And for your kids, not me, I see somebody named Shay Gardner made y'all hoes get it together. So they try to say this was me in Clubhouse, y'all. That ain't me. That's somebody that know y'all. And they said, hey, they said, F you. Hold on, girls. Let me say, hold on, girls. Let me get the dang back up here. See, and then wait a minute, hold on. There's another one. Let me go to the one that they said this. Wait a minute. Cause honey, baby, you'll never gonna sit here and say that that's me under a fake page. I'm coming as my real page. Y'all just done the wrong thing. That's what that is, and people ain't playing with y'all. People see your dirt. April Thomas, whoever this is, you know what I'm saying? They use April Thomas's picture and they taunting you, April Thomas. This ain't me. This is not me. It say truth be told, then they use her mama and her picture. And then they saying free Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown. Real justice for Cupcake. Ooh, that spirit told me that's the baby mama. That's the other baby mama talking to you, April Thomas. That ain't hardly me. Oh no, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. So somebody else saying free Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown. Yes, ma'am. Y'all seen it with y'all eyes. Truth be told, Big Mama Show slash over there. And then he got some other stuff, followings. That person got 6 followers. Street Connect 1 follows you. They said free Patrick Strawworth and Derek Brown, real justice for Cupcake. Yeah, that other baby mama. She be thinking it be me. Why I'm the least person that you need to be thinking about, girl. I'm the least person that you need to be thinking about. And see, the sad part about it is, April Thomas, is that you get out here and you make yourself look more and more suspicious by the day. As I listen to your little cousin, I feel like them kids, they they told the world all of this stuff to kids. April Thomas, you know the sad part about it is, if you was there, you would have been on the camera where that little boy was out there talking about. He seen the little baby getting up in the car. See, April, you would have been able to give a thing that night if you was there, April. You see what I'm saying? See, you saying that you was there, April, but the whole kid and caboodle is, boo boo, you wasn't there. You wasn't there. And whoever you allowed to get your baby, they wasn't going on with the rest of that bullshit till they gave your baby back to you, April Thomas. And for them 3 days that you was missing, yeah, La Brittany was the throw off for you to get rid of your own child. You going down for your own baby stuff. They letting you daggone hang yourself. Because any real mother that has lost a child, they would be out here and they would be advocating and posting on their page how much they miss their baby. And baby, advocating so this don't happen. You ain't did none of that, lady. But you so daggone worried about Big Mama. Oh, you better be worried, because I got to trust in the believing, and I serve a mighty God. And that's where your little girl is, girl. When she ain't down here trying to get me to tell her story. Her spirit can be wherever she want to be. She's a free being, lady. And she is alive. April Thomas. She will live eternal life with the Lord. That little baby never had a bad nothing. God didn't write her off to be a bad. See, April Thomas, when y'all went through with the little kidnapping scheme that y'all put together to try to get some money out of Dominic. Yes, ma'am. It went wrong. It went wrong. And y'all had to discard. Y'all had to. You and whoever else helped you to daggone do this. Yes, ma'am. That's why you so hard on Big Mama. Because you know Big Mama tell the truth. Somebody else said, Big Mama, you know what? I see this happening for you. Because everybody down on you right now, and they dogging you, and they think there's something wrong with you. Said, Big Mama, I see when they daggone put them handcuffs on April Thomas, I see you blowing up from there. I said, what? She said, yes, ma'am. I said, wow. Because people don't believe in spirit. And that spirit will let you know. My cousins and them told me, you don't have to go in that board, cousin. The spirit is talking to you. She ain't gonna lie to you. Whatever that baby done said to you in your spirit, and whatever you done communicated with this little baby, and you've been going hard for this little baby for 3 years, almost 4, and it ain't no way that these people can't see that something was daggone terribly wrong in that daggone case. And then mama got something to do with it. That mama had something to do with it. And that's the reason why April Thomas told the world, honey, when she said she couldn't eat and she got sick, what did you see that made you get sick, lady? What did you see? What did you want not to daggone remember your little girl on the street sign? What's wrong with you? What mother wouldn't want to honor her baby like that unless you done something to your own baby? And you don't want nobody to say her name. You don't want nobody to speak on her. And I say justice for Cupcake, and Cupcake lives. She is not dead, lady. Do you understand you're dead? You're dead, April. That's why I said God said when the dead rises, he said when the dead rise, not the graveyard dead. He talking about the dead in the flesh, baby. And you did something ugly and you can't never think that you can get away from it. These daggone the FBI and everything, baby. You think Patrick and them is out here being tormented? No. You think they're in population? No. Because God knows Patrick Starworth and Derek Brown didn't do this. The FBI know that Derek Brown and Patrick Starworth didn't do this. The police know Patrick Starworth and Derek Brown didn't do this. This is why Resign came in on that daggone police force. They seen all of the daggone dirt that the daggone police tried to hide in this case. They told us before they even found Cupcake Baby body or got an autopsy that this baby had daggone been asphyxiated. Y'all see how the police lied just that fast? And then when the real autopsy and all the daggone toxicology come out, they tell the truth that the little girl was never SA'd. She was never done nothing. Whoever did this to the little girl, they did it. They smashed her. They did all kind of things to her that hurt her. And they drugged her. Yes, ma'am. And April seen it all. That's why she got sick. Why y'all think April Thomas daggone posted on the 11th that she daggone cried all night? She had a decision to make. To play this hard type game on her baby daddy. And if it didn't go through, she already knew what it was. This whole kidnapping was premeditated, America. And April Thomas got her hands all in it because you were supposed to be at the goddamn going park with your baby. How would anybody know to pick your baby? But they didn't even want they want nobody else. They wait till April come back to daggone take her baby. You see what I'm saying? They was already at the park bringing the baby back to April all day long. The police. April told the police they was lying. And here she want to be making threats, her and Nitra Davis on my life. Why? I ain't did nothing to you. I want justice for your baby. It's something that you don't want nobody to talk about. It's funny that you don't want nobody to talk about this. It's funny that you know that you lied. That's the thing. And how do you think that I don't rest? I don't rest because I deal with this little spirit that lets me know you got to go. Keep going, Big Mama. Keep going. Let these people hear your voice, Big Mama. That's all I hear. She don't want to rest. She wants to be forever known. So for the ones that say, let the baby rest in peace, she don't want to. She wants to be known forever. Her name should never leave without. This woman need to know. You have to suffer. Yes, say her name. Say her name every chance you get. Because, lady, you are a liar. And how dare you say you was there? A woman did a whole ride around. A whole ride around. Yes, ma'am. A whole ride around Tom Brown Apartments. And she said there is no way that you was there where you say you was. So, April Thomas, you know what? You can make all the death threats that you want on me because I am covered by the blood of Jesus. Do you hear me, girl? I am covered by the grace of God, the Spirit. Baby, I will sit back here. Child from death. How dare you? How dare you? Huh? You can't tell me nothing about life after death, lady, unless you've been out of your own daggone flesh, girl. You hear me? And I know your baby is living eternal life. Something you'll never get if you don't get yourself together, lady. You out here making threats on my life. Oh, God will take yours before he take mine. Oh, yes, ma'am. He's sitting me back here. So I wasn't ready yet. April, I ain't going nowhere. You can do all the things you want. I am covered by Jesus' blood, baby. And ain't nothing you done ever did. Your little voodoo tactics and all that stuff, no ma'am. God, I serve him. I serve Jesus and I serve the Holy Spirit. Yes, ma'am. And how dare you sit over there on Clubhouse and tell people that I am a demonic woman? No, I'm not. I didn't even open up that Ouija board because I know I serve a mighty God and I don't have to have confrontation from a board when I'm already sitting here. I just wanted the world to see that this little spirit was bothering me. So I got a Ouija board so that spirit could move it, but I didn't get it. Because see, guess what? I already deal with the baby in the spirit because I've been in the spirit, y'all. And until you done lost, you gotta be. People be taking their loved ones off of life support and stuff like that. These people is in another realm. Don't you dare pull that plug. You done killed your loved one. You ain't even let them get back to their body. You done daggone turn about, go out here at the funeral over, everybody jumping in joy and ain't like the daggone person they never existed. But Cupcake was a baby. Preyed on by her own mama. A bitter baby mama. Trying to get some money out of her baby daddy. And trying to get someone a record deal. Boy, it was money all involved in this daggone crime. They said the daggone cartel did it. He owed the plug. But why ain't the plug? The plug don't mess with babies. Oh, no, ma'am. Never in a million years. And I'm 53 years old. And I ain't never heard the cartel went and did nothing to no babies. No, ma'am. Y'all made that up just like you did on Tony Bass. All of y'all that's involved in this baby case and involved in all that RICO stuff, they gonna all y'all gonna get racked up. That's what's gonna happen. Chief of police told the world that there's gonna be a whole lot more arrests. Watch. Oh, yes, ma'am. I believe in the Lord. Oh, yes, ma'am. And they coming. They say it. Y'all know the song, a bad boy, what they gonna do? Yes, ma'am. They coming. Oh, FBI boys is coming. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Oh, baby. That song we're gonna be singing when you go down in the daggone police car. Yes, ma'am. Because they coming for April Thomas. Oh, yes, ma'am, they coming. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Justice for Cupcake. Good Cupcake. Baby, yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am. Justice for Cupcake is going to get that mama. Oh, yes, ma'am. Oh, they going to have to daggone. They going through this thing like a full fine tooth comb now, baby. Because, yes, ma'am, baby. And baby, I got stuff that'll help the FBI follow through to find out that this was a premeditated kidnapping, baby. Oh, yes, ma'am. Premeditated. Everybody talking about Big Mama, you and that. Nah, baby. I've been dealing with a spirit for 3.5 years. The little girl won't. I thought I let her out of my house over there in my old house, baby. That baby still. I thought, what in the world, no. Then why I went to go get the Ouija board, y'all. Because I said, this little girl keep wanting me and everything. And my spirit keep reading her through the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because you can read the spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when you a spirit, you can't talk. You just there. So my spirit reads her. And baby, when I read her spirit, it just tells me everything about her. Everything that happened. And she plays it out in me. She it's like her whole spirit connects with my spirit and I can read everything that happened to her. Y'all, I swear. And I swear, for the 3 days that April Thomas, I don't think Vito did nothing. I think you did. Yes, ma'am. He might have did the daggone getting her for you. But when he found out them FBI and stuff was involved with that stuff, I think he gave his baby, gave you back that baby. Oh, yes, ma'am. Because you was missing in action. And that's what they going to realize. When they put this crime together, they going to say, yes, ma'am, April was not nowhere to be found. Searching for her baby or nothing. Y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? Wait a minute, Miss Dolly. Hey, Miss Dolly Boo. Is that Miss Dolly in here? Yes, Miss Dolly. Hey, Miss Dolly. Y'all better come on in. Because Big Mama the Dag gonna see they bought me back out. They bought me back out for me to Dag gonna come on and read them again. She has to sleep in her bed knowing what happened to her baby. if she gets any sleep at in the part she took in it. You know what? I don't even think she care. I don't. That's why she don't want nobody to mention the baby's name. Because if you mention the name, then it means that you're bringing back memories. That's why she said, the dumb daggone chick said she didn't want to remember her baby like that. What mothers would say that? And what you mean, remember her like what, lady? You got to have a good mind when you go in these crime stories, ladies. You got to listen to words. You heard the mama say, even if Cupcake wasn't out there, it still was going to happen. To who? Because they didn't want nobody's baby but yours. So what? She was going to get taken somewhere else? Because it was a planned kidnapping. Premeditated. Big time. The dude got on the story, told the world that the dad owed. That was all a plan and a part of it all. He get out here and told the world that the dad, it was meant for Dominic to take the fall for all of this stuff. I don't know what April had against her baby daddy, but her and Vito and La Brittany, y'all gotta go. That's them the ones that's in it. Okay? And then they went to go do a search. April Thomas wasn't in the middle of them searches. That because you know what? April Thomas already had her little girl. And she didn't know what to do. Because if she's caught with her, then it's going to be a scandal. You know what I'm saying? So they try to throw it off so April could be able to do whatever she was going to do to get rid of the baby. Because she the only one was missing in this. She came back to the party or whatever that night. It's dark now, y'all. To call the kidnapping in. But they already said that Patrick Stallworth and them took the baby earlier. So how the hell is they kidnapping a baby at night? Got kidnapped if the baby already got kidnapped in the daytime. Y'all see what I'm saying? They screwed up big time. They screwed up big time. Why would she keep coming for you? You want justice for the baby. Yeah, because she knows that I know, Miss Dolly. She knows I know. And it's killing her. She calls me demonic. What makes me demonic? Because the spirit is still here. And she ain't crossed over because somebody can read her spirit and know what happened to her. All you got to do is put the stuff together. All the people that came out in it, Vito telling the world that the dad owed the plug. Don't know people, no cartels, don't daggone go for no one kid. You hear me? And April's. Why would they go for yours? Well, you know what I'm saying? Dominic didn't even have the baby. They could have did this while the baby was with Dominic. Why they wait till the baby get with you to do it? Come on now. Y'all premeditated this kidnapping and you put the kidnapping together, bruh. Yes, ma'am, Miss Dolly. I've been out of this flesh. That's why they can't fool me talking about ain't no death. Ain't no life after death. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's a whole nother realm of life. And if you ain't good right here and you live in evil, you gonna burn in eternally in a lake of lava in with the devil, because Lucifer is on this earth, honey. And he'd make y'all do the evil things that you do. Hate on one another. Kidnap babies, sacrificing and all this stuff. Yes, ma'am. That's Lucifer. Yes, ma'am. But y'all don't want to. That's a whole nother daggone. But people really think when you die, you dead. No, that's just your bones and flesh and organs. If they didn't take your organs if you was an organ donor. Yes, ma'am. But the thing to make you daggone walk, talk, breathe. Not breathe, but see and all. Oh, yes, man. That's up in. Mm-hmm. And God know who you is and he know who the devil is. Okay. And I know that most of y'all that be following Big Mama is God's children. That's why y'all follow Big Mama. Y'all ain't out here over there all over the place. When I come in here, I don't care if I got 1 or 2 views, honey. If I can touch somebody, there is an afterlife after this daggone fleshly life, guys. It is. And that's why April Thomas don't believe in. She think her baby's dead. Girl, don't you believe it? Mm-mm. That little girl got to live eternal life. And she's able to daggone teleport where she want. If somebody on this earth can daggone tell her story, she gonna get to them. She's scared. It's scared undisputed truth so bad. Undisputed truth. Stop talking. I can't. I work for God, and ain't nobody gonna scare me. I ain't scared of death. I've already been to death. Baby, I'm alive and I'm full of light. And I came back to tell the world that you better be full of light and know who Jesus is. I don't care what nobody say. People talking about you don't come back to life. Yes, you do. If the people leave you alone and you come out that coma and you come out of all that stuff, baby, you done been up there. Oh, yes, ma'am. You done been there. Y'all done been in operation in your some of y'all open heart surgery and things of that nature. You wasn't alive there. How can you be alive there and they're cutting your torso completely open? Please believe you was gone. Yes, ma'am. Some of y'all been on the deathbed of cancer because you was in the hospital. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing about the Lord don't bring folks back. Yes, he do. You wasn't ready to be with him yet. You got things to do here. That's why you're still here. Yes, ma'am. um, Dominic looked after his kids. He never looked after April. I guess money was her mind. Yes, it was. She wanted that money that she seen Dominic throwing up on that. And that's when they went in and tried to embezzle and try to get money and try to daggone and make him buy his baby back. Remember when he said, she going back to jail. She tried to sell my baby back to me and everybody he talking about Derek Brown. No, he don't. No, he wasn't. He was talking about April Funky Ass Thomas. Yes, ma'am. He was talking about April Thomas. Yes, he was. He said she tried to sell my baby back to me, which means he knew April had her own child. Y'all gotta come on now. April had that baby. And April went in that daggone house when the police arrested Patrick Stallworth with that baby, and she put some DNA in there on a mattress. But the dumb bitch, you know what the fuck part about it is? Or somebody, whoever had that baby, I ain't say April, or whoever had that baby, let me tell y'all what. They put that baby's DNA on that mattress. Nothing else. Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown's DNA was already on their mattress, but they put a daggone blood spot on the mattress. You hear me? To set them up. Why they was in jail? Because people broke in them people's house. That's why that little girl was like, what you thought? We broke in their house and took her in there? Why would that little girl say that? Why would that little girl say that? It's so many. Girl, if I could have worked this case, baby, Patrick and them wouldn't have never spent a day in jail. Not a day. Them police in Birmingham, Alabama was so lazy. They was eating chips and throwing chips back, and they supposed to be looking for a baby. They was posted up. Wasn't no cars moving around. A day later, and y'all seen April Thomas when she came up with her car coming up talking about, y'all don't tell me nothing about what I do with my baby and fussing at the girl that was recording. See, April had her own child. Yes, ma'am. And April thinking she getting away with this crime. But the FBI can't daggone. They barely even got away with them saying that Patrick Stallworth kidnapped this little girl. Talking about his phone beamed off what? Off what? If his phone binged off in that area, they said the man had an airtight alibi, girl, and they changed so many of his daggone lawyers throughout the whole case because the Birmingham police officers was going to set Patrick Stallworth up and Derek Brown for this case so that they didn't look corrupt. And April Thomas always talking about, I'm going to tell Danny. I'm going to tell Danny. She doesn't call him by his lawyer name. She acts like she has a personal relationship with Danny. That shows corruption all the way around. When she gets mad, she wants to go and tell Daddy. I'm going to tell Daddy. Like, wow. What kind of relationship do y'all got? You know what I'm saying? And we know the world, we know that, oh my goodness, I can't wait till Callisto for coming out with these daggone things. The daggone let them know we know what's going on. Y'all can't play us no more. It's time for us to rise and stand up for justice. And April Thomas needs to be brought to justice for her own baby's situation. Because you helped with it. You gave whoever that was permission to take her when you daggone went out here and did what you did. Mm-mm-mm. It's sad to be somebody that daggone premeditate a crime on their own baby and then try to daggone cover it up. You got to go down for that. Got to. I serve a mighty God, and he definitely ain't gonna let no mama, no daddy premeditate a daggone crime like this on a baby and get away with it. You think you getting away with it for a little while. Yeah, you done got food that you done got away with this crime. But I serve a mighty God, and God had already said you are going down. Handcuffs will be put on you, lady. You lied under oath to the judge. You think the judge don't remember that lie you told the judge, you and your cousin sitting up there? You and your cousin had two different conflicting stories on the stand. And here it is, your police, they jumping up for joy for like they got a victory. Oh, no, no, no. That victory will not stand in the sight of my God's law. My God is about to be a judge now, honey, on you and your police officers. Ooh, baby. And it sucks to be you, baby. It really does that you sit out here and you and your police daggone say, well, if Miss April ain't gonna daggone make no fuss about it, we ain't gonna make no fuss about it. But God's people is. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all messed up. Y'all messed up a crime that, and it's so crazy that y'all thought y'all got away with it. Y'all thought it would all go away. Thought it all go away. What got me was when she was with Cupcake and the baby was riding her bike. And that's when she daggone plotted that was her last video she was ever gonna make with her baby. Bike, and she said the van slowed down. Why say that? Then a week later, the baby went missing. Yep, because it was premeditated. She already wanted the world to know that that baby was going to be kidnapped. Yes, ma'am. That was her last video with her baby. She even told the world she feel like if Cupcake wasn't out there, now what kind of mama would say this? She feel like if Cupcake wasn't out there, it still was going to happen. How can you say that? How would you know that if kidnapping was going to happen anyways? And they didn't want no baby but yours. So that's the thing. You already knew that they was going to take this baby. And then called the kidnapping in that night after they already said Patrick took the baby earlier. You see what I'm saying, dumb motherfuckers? Dumb motherfuckers. Shit, it was daytime when they tried to say Patrick took the baby at first because he's supposed to be at the store at the gas station on camera. Y'all see what I'm saying? So how the hell this man and dad gonna kidnap a baby twice now? They some liars, and God gonna get all of them for the lie that they told. And been getting Birmingham. Yes, ma'am. Birmingham been going through some daggone storms like crazy. I hate to be anybody involved in that. I'd have been moved out of Birmingham if I was people from Birmingham. Oh, yes, ma'am. I feel like the daggone hellfires is coming. And God is upset. Yes, ma'am. Floodings and stuff going on. That woman doesn't give a dang about that baby. She be out here shaking her tail feather and all that stuff. bragging about going and put voodoo on folks and stuff. That girl is evil. But her time is coming, y'all. I see it. My Lord said, don't you worry about a thing. The folks the weapons that they formed against you, they ain't prosper. You just know that. I said, yes, sir, I know. Because April Thomas, I'm gonna sue you for defamation of character. I ain't never defamated your name. All I said is what you told was a lie. And ain't nobody gonna sit here and dad gonna keep on playing with you with this lie that you keep telling the world that, you know what I'm saying, your baby daddy didn't say that you the one that was trying to sell his baby back to him. The fuck if he didn't? He said that big as day, baby. I don't know why you didn't hear him. You need to go back to the videos on YouTube, baby, because they up there. Oh, yes, ma'am. Them videos up there big time, baby. And they tell the world what you did. That your little crime went wrong. And you had to probably get rid of your own baby. Yes, ma'am. I'ma just keep it real. Because Vito probably said, hell no, the FBI and part of this shit now. I'm getting out of this. And he gave that baby back to April Thomas. Yes, ma'am. That's why when she said she got sick and she threw up and she hadn't been able to eat and all that other stuff, then the daggone thing said she didn't daggone take no bath. How you didn't? You changed your whole outfit from the day when you was at the park. You sure did, Miss Bam. Whole outfit was changed. She had on a peach outfit when she came back in there the second day talking about. And after the second day of her doing her interview, nobody seen April Thomas after that. Nobody. Because the girl said, have anybody seen it in all of the stuff that I had daggone took from the comments and stuff on YouTube? Somebody said, had anybody seen the mother since the interview? And somebody said, nope. That's because y'all wasn't going to see the mother. She had that little girl. She was trying to figure out what she was going to do. Mm-hmm. That's why the mama was looking at her all strange and shit. Y'all got to see how Miss Sharon was looking at April, looking at her own daughter. And she was looking at April like, what have you done? Yes, ma'am. And the strange thing is, if I had been April's mom, I would have been boo-hooing and crying. There wasn't no tears out of April. But this the second day when April did her interview. April didn't have her eyes was not swollen. Like somebody who had that daggone lost the baby or was kidnapped, the baby been kidnapped. April's eyes was still straight, like, you know what I'm saying? You cried on the 11th, so that tells us that something was going to happen on the 12th. You did a video saying that the van was moved. Right? Did y'all see that van? We ain't seen no van or heard no van. Wench. You premeditated. You knew your baby was going to be kidnapped a week before this happened. Yes, ma'am. You knew it. You knew it. That is the reason why you planned the daggone video for the world to watch. And what she said on the video, she let the world know right then and there something was going to happen to her little girl. Talking about a van riding slow by her baby. Wasn't no van riding slow by that little girl. All you heard riding down that street was that little boy on that moped. Yes, ma'am. Why wear gloves when searching? That's right. Because April already knew that if her baby got found, she was going to be found demised, deleted. That's why April didn't cry at the funeral. April was in a daze. Yep. She was in a daze. Sitting there rocking, looking like she was rocking back and forth. And just staring. It's like she already knew. She was more nervous and noted that they were suspect at this point. At least her. She been number one suspect from the beginning. Cause they didn't even take your cousins, baby. So that knows that you premeditated this on your own, baby. That's sad. And then the little cousin, you know what I'm saying, that was with Cupcake, she remember who did this to her cousin. And she gonna grow up and she gonna remember this. See, they don't think kids grow up, I guess. That little girl gonna grow up and she gonna remember that dude that did this too. And April want to tell people, I don't want to remember my baby like that. Remember like what? What do you know that we don't know? For you to make that statement to to the mayor when they asked to daggone put your baby in an honor about her, you don't want to remember her like that. That's strange, y'all. Remember her like what? That's why I think you are the one that may have had the balls to do this to your own baby. Mm. Because you didn't want to be caught with when Dominic told the world that you daggone tried to sell the baby back to him. So the police and stuff, once all this stuff come down, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. Y'all think I've seen stuff like this happen where they thought they got away with it, and honey, they come back years later and arrest the sucker. And that's what they gonna do with April Thomas, y'all. Yes, ma'am. I guess they said we let her mourn, but she couldn't have mourned. She could have been in jail mourning if she was gonna mourn, cause she ain't mourned out here a day in her life since we seen this. That woman been partying, popping coochie, and looking for dangling. Yes, ma'am. That's all she been looking for. And ain't worried about no baby. Y'all ain't seen her post nothing about that boy. Nothing. Somebody said, Big Mama, why she don't never post about Amari? Because she don't give a damn. He ain't with her. Allegedly. They saying somebody else takes care of Amari. And probably so, because her house is so dark. She over there daggone catering to a man. Yeah, and the little boy, whoever took it, the little boy said she didn't have a children in the car. So April sent for somebody to get that baby. Y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? It wasn't supposed to go the way that it did. But whoever daggone said we ain't gonna be part of this, the FBI done got a part of this shit now. They gave that baby back to April. That's when Dominic daggone came on here when he was smoking the blunt, and he said, she going back to jail. She tried to sell my baby back to me. He said, Cupcake okay. Cupcake okay. You hear me? Because he knew April had his baby. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that's tragic that this is about to take flight, that she's the one that did all of this. Yes, ma'am. You planned it. You thought it was gonna go both ways. That's why you met with Jeezy. Baby, how can you meet with a daggone superstar and you just lost your baby? She up there taking pictures with Jesus, smiling and carrying on. You just lost a baby. And y'all trying to get a record deal about the Cupcake song. And this man done dogged you out in the song. Talking about you out here. See, that's how y'all know that this thing was premeditated, because the young man told us she was out sucking dick or whatever. Y'all heard him say that in the goddamn song. Yes, ma'am. I'm just going by what I seen and what I done seen, and I'm gonna be honest. You know, he came out and told us that that's what April was doing when they came and got her baby. You see, they knew too much. Cartel wouldn't have daggone told all of that. So y'all know they was a part of the crime, all of them. And it's get ready to get all of them because the daggone police officer, daggone chief of police told us it was going to be several more arrests. It's coming because they got to daggone prove without a reasonable doubt that Patrick Stallworth is the one that came and took this child out of there. And Birmingham police officers and daggone all of that shit should have videos in apartments like this anyways. What kind of place don't got that for you got babies around and stuff, and y'all ain't got no cameras in the community. What the hell y'all doing with that money? Y'all already done stole 8 point something $1 million and don't know where it came from missing. Yeah, they been in that daggone Birmingham trying to figure out what the hell they going down for money laundering, stealing money, all of this stuff, baby. They think they not. Boy, baby. God's people working. They just don't know it. And they talking about who is this woman, Carla Austin. I'm your worst nightmare, baby. Cause I love kids, and one thing for sure, you dad gonna have something to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Y'all's lies just got y'all. That's what happened with them. Their lies caught up with them guys. The cousin, and like the little boy said, she just got in the car with the people, so she knew. She walked away with whoever that was. She knew who they were. That's the thing. And the dad told us. The dad basically told us that the mom daggone did it. She just ain't catching on with her slow booty. Yes, ma'am. The dad said she wasn't there. He said, who clothes you changed, yours or hers? Cause her clothes wasn't changed. See, he been telling us the whole time. April still ain't got it. April ain't got the fact that you daggone going down for your own baby stuff. Cause your baby daddy, the videos tell that you weren't there, and when he got there, he beat you there. Yes, ma'am. It was daytime outside. Yes, ma'am. He said he got a call 8:45 because you had posted around about 8 something on Facebook after telling the world that your baby was kidnapped off on that daggone video. The police in the daytime. Boy, baby, bye. Boy, baby, bye. Mm-mm-mm. It sucks to be anybody that daggone put a crime against their children and think that you got away with it. Open season for you, boo. Miss Dolly said, and if they watched that baby, both babies would have cried if they snapped. That's right. But see, it wasn't meant for both babies. It was meant for Dominique's baby, cause that was the daggone kicker. They needed to get that baby, cause the thing was on Dominique for him to take the fall for his own baby. Hmm. But the thing is, again, like we said, Miss Dolly, the baby didn't cry. She walked right away with whoever took her, cause she knew them already. She been in their presence before. And that's sad. And the thing is, even if April didn't do anything, you're protecting someone, and your police force is letting you do it so they don't look corrupt. They're like, we ain't going to take this shit. If it's cool with her, it's cool with us. And that's sad because they about to dag on. That reason why I want to fight for Patrick and them, because them is innocent people. They don't have to dag on be drawn into no mess like this. That girl needed to dag on keep her eyes on her children. And still this day ain't keeping her eye on Mari. Somebody else got him, probably, because you'll never see her post about him and nothing. And a mother that give a dang on about their kids and then lost a baby, girl, she would never let that little boy out of her sight. But she out here shaking her butt and doing everything under the sun, y'all. I never seen nothing like her. And out here worried about where Dangalang is. Because if that had been my daughter, Nebu and me would be fighting today. I wouldn't even give no respect to my daughter. I don't give a dang on if you didn't have nothing to do with it. You didn't watch my grandbaby. And I would not, it would take me a long time to forgive my daughter for that. You feel me? It just would. The people can say what they want. But my grandbaby and me we got a bond, and I definitely don't want nothing to happen to my grandbaby. And you think I'm not going to do something to my daughter? Yes, I am. And I'll tell the judge, yes, I am. Ain't nobody going to tell me nothing. But the other baby would have been scared. But it was a boy who saw it. We hear him talk. Yeah, he told us, whoever took that little girl, he said the lady. He ain't said nothing about no man. He said she ain't have a children in the car. That's what he said. She ain't have a children in the car. So that little boy even know who it was that took the little girl. You see what I'm saying? That's sad. Unless April and them coached them kids to say, because they knew that daggone Derek Brown had a kidnapping charge on her. That's why they daggone her and her and her little cousins and them made up that lie that it was Patrick Starworth and Derek Brown and them. Because they'd already, she dealt with Vito. So they probably already went and seen who been charged with kidnapping, and then they just went and got Derek Brown and her man. Yeah, that's how they got Derek Brown and Patrick set up in this shit. Patrick, they ain't got nothing to do with this girl. April Thomas and all her lagoons. And they all going down while they sit back looking. Why they think homeboy's still in jail? Shit, if I was him, I'd be scared straight. Hey, TT. I'll be glad when she finally gets behind bars. Everybody. Innocent people are paying for her actions. Yes, they are. And she don't even understand that. And that's sad. That's sad that y'all involve y'all plant this to go like that. Cause they had already daggone said we're gonna go in and see who daggone has been in trouble for kidnapping. And it was Derek Brown, and they blamed it on her. And she didn't have nothing to do with it. Because when Patrick got out of jail, she didn't get out of jail. So how would she know what Patrick did to that little girl? A bunch of lies. A bunch of lies. But I came back in here and talk about it, y'all, because Nitra Davis and April Thomas is planning on doing something to me. And whatever type of daggone voodoo or whatever they got going on, Lord, reverse it back to both of them. And anybody else that's conjuring anything with them, Lord, reverse it back to them. I'm covered by Jesus' blood. All them curses and all of that stuff, that don't come near me. I am covered by Jesus' blood, girl. Do you understand when God saved me? He brought me back to life. I have the light. You can't dim it, girl. So you do what you do. You're mad because I didn't get the wool pulled over my eyes like most of Americans did. What's your baby's crime? I trusted and believed in the spirit and God. And God will prevail through this whole thing. And you're upset, April Thomas. You're upset because the world knows exactly what you done. And your little cousins and y'all have three conflicting stories. Your little cousin wasn't there, but she gonna get in here and get jazzy with me and jiggy with me. Hmm. Talking about what people you know riding around all day. What people do you know that don't call the police when they see people bribing little kids? Because I would have been called the police on somebody just sitting in a car and bribing little kids with candy. But none of them kids that they supposed to bribe with candy did they take. They waited on April Thomas, this little girl, and for April Thomas to drop her baby off at a birthday party that nobody knew her at. Because that's what she said at first. That was her first story. It wasn't she daggone her cousins was watching her kids. No, it wasn't nothing like that. That girl clearly said that she dropped her babies off out there, and they was familiar with Cupcake. Everybody out there. So, girl, go on now. Go on now. If they was familiar with with that baby, then they know you wasn't there, April. They told the world you wasn't there. People feeling sorry for her, and she just sucking it all up. Yeah, yeah. But when them gloves go on her, I mean when them daggone cuffs go on her, ain't gonna be no daggone. She be sobbing and crying then, dropping tears. Yes, ma'am. Cause she going down for the little girl. Patrick never should have had Patrick should have never had a trial in Birmingham, Alabama, at all. His trial should have been moved out of Alabama. Cupcake, then you know what? Let me tell y'all something. When I tell y'all this situation what happened to this little girl is biblical. It's biblical. And a whole lot of stuff done changed in the world since this little girl's demise. They done found gold. They done daggone it was dark for a minute. But if y'all notice, we was just Monday. Now we here at Thursday. Tomorrow be Friday. Look how to wake it, girl. Y'all just don't understand how fast this is coming. A whole change is about to happen. A miraculous change. Nothing but peace over the world. Yes, ma'am. I feel bad for him, and he doesn't deserve this. She is very demonic and hateful to sit back and watch this man suffer from her lies. That's right. That's why God gonna get her. See, sometimes let me tell y'all something. When people are in jail, they're not in population. They can't let this is a high profile case, guys. They can't let that man out in population right now. Oh no, ma'am. He's got to go to trial. And he gonna win this case. He gonna win his appeal. He gonna win that appeal. April Thomas going to jail, y'all. The dad told us all. Big Mama, you are hitting the right notes, speaking in the name of the people who want justice. Cupcake, amen. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I believe in God. And when you've been like I said, Miss Dolly, people might not believe. It's been people that done had open heart surgery. They've been in comas for years. You know what I'm saying? A year, maybe 2, 6 months. Those people aren't there. They're in that realm of life. And when they come back, they be a whole different person when they come back. But that was a young baby, so of course she has eternal life. April Thomas, let my baby rest in peace. Baby, your baby is living, jumping around, having a good time. And you don't want nobody to remember her. That baby in the spirit, and she living eternal life with God. Says to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. And honey, she ain't did nothing where the Lord goes cast her to no hell. No, ma'am. She got eternal life, April Thomas. Something you won't have. You're going to burn in a pit for the rest of your days. Because when they find out that you did this and you had your hands on this, you ain't going to never. Girl, they should give you the death penalty. And I don't believe in the death penalty. But when a demon do this to a baby, oh yes, ma'am, give that bitch the death penalty. I'ma dance a jig when they daggone arrest this daggone demon. I ain't even lying. And I don't want to hear nothing from a Nitra Davis or nothing else. I don't want no praise from nobody. Because I already know my praise is from God. Well done, servant. Well done. I'm on here for working for the spirits. I don't know about nobody else. And I keep talking about after this with what you call it go down, then we go into daggone Ramondas because we got to get him up out of Oak Mountain Park. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Take the cadaver dogs out there. Probably gonna find a whole lot of people missing in Oak Mountain Park. Well, I came in here because I let the FBI know I'm getting death threats from April Thomas and Nitra Davis. And I don't like it. So I want to put my other two people out here that's made these death threats on Big Mama's life out here sort of narrow down the search for the FBI and the police. Because I don't got no enemies. Don't try to make none. Just want justice for a little girl whose mom premeditated a crime on her. That's all. And she want everybody to hush and forget her. No, ma'am. We can't forget her. She's a household name now. And she'll never die. She alive and well. Kicking it just as big as they. You the one dead. The whole mama. And she sitting back hoping don't nobody solve it. We got to daggone silence her. No, don't silence me, baby. I'm going to keep her alive because you know what? I know what you did. Know what you did. And you ain't fooling me. Nothing about my spirit says this thing gonna fool me. And she upset. How you upset with somebody that want justice for your baby? That just let y'all know she demonic. Demonic and daggone premeditated a crime on her baby a week before it happened. Took a whole video and daggone put it on Facebook and told us, look at a daggone van ride slow by the baby, and wasn't nothing coming by that baby. Wasn't nothing driving by that baby. No, ma'am. She gonna say something daggone slow riding past. Girl, baby, bye. That was you telling us something was gonna happen to her ahead of time. That was just a heads up. Just ma'am. Heads up. Mm-hmm. A heads up, baby. Mm-mm-mm. And that's exactly what she gave us, y'all. April Thomas and her little daggone goons on Clubhouse making threats and things. And I ain't got time because I just want to. Why is it that I want justice and you fighting against me because I want the right justice? And y'all know another thing that I don't realize is that why haven't after 3 years I've been going strong for these two people in jail. How come in 3 years, if I'm so wrong and what I'm saying is so wrong, haven't I been in trouble for any of this? The FBI is listening, y'all. They gathering this evidence because they need help. They don't know nobody that dad going, uh uh put no crimes together like this. And if the FBI put their heads together, they'd be realized, yeah, why would these two people just out of nowhere go get April Thomas's child? These people don't even know her. She claimed they don't know her. She don't know them. So why would they target only her daughter? They didn't even want the other baby. I mean, that would have made me a red flag right there. She's suspect number one. I don't care what nobody say, y'all. She's suspect number one. God will take care. He never sleeps. See all. Yes, he do, Miss Dolly. Yes, he do. He sure do. They just mad because we know her truth. She's a sniper and she doesn't care. That's right. Even I caught on to that video, what she showed premeditated. That's right. You looked in the camera too, Miss Dolly. Look right big in the camera and say, did y'all see that car riding slow by Cupcake? Like, girl, why would you say that? And then you said a white van. I said, ain't no white van rolled past that winch. And the FBI need to pull all of this stuff. Girl, I got so much stuff, y'all, from that case in my phone. If the FBI and they pulled they pulled my whole Carla Austin page. And I wonder why. Because April Thomas made some statements in there that could throw her behind bars. Like I feel like if Cupcake went out there, it still was gonna happen. Like posting on the 11th, I cried all night. Because you got to make that decision and let them daggone people do what you had to do on the 12th. You see what I'm saying? If the FBI was smart, they'd think about all of that. Because if I was an FBI agent, that's what I would think. And I'd deliberate with my daggone crew as FBI. Y'all hear this bitch. This bitch think we crazy. You know what I'm saying? And we've been listening to Big Mama too. Y'all got to put this shit together. This was premeditated. Them people ain't bit more did this than the law allowed. We got to let them people free. And y'all know for 3 years we're going to have to exonerate them. They got to get some money because they daggone show no took all their stuff out their house, stole all their stuff out their house. Them people come back to nothing. They ain't going to come back to nothing. And y'all took 3 years and a half, 4 years of their life. 4 years of these two people's lives. But good thing they not in those state prisons. They in some prisons that, you know what I'm saying, away from Birmingham, hopefully. She ain't no victim. She's a value. She wanted that daggone money. She wanted that money from that baby daddy. And she was jealous of his and Polish's relationship. You can see it. And her and oh boy went into the premeditated kidnapping, saying that he owed the plug and all of that stuff. That was a part of the thing. If that hadn't came out like that, and the ransom being made by Vito and all of that, y'all, they probably would have got this crime off. Because Vito got his off with that little boy, Ralph, the mayor's nephew. He already got through with one crime. He figured he'd get away with this crime too. But God seen it. And he get ready to get him for all these crimes down there. They gonna rack all of them up. Once they realize that all of these crimes was made by the same person, they gonna rack up hell. And the people that been working with him. It's called a RICO law. That's what they about to get them for. Get them for RICO law. hmm They all going down. That's why they ain't made no moves yet. The FBI they ain't made no moves yet because this is a RICO law. They got to get everybody, even the damn detectives, and they got to rack up everybody. Y'all hear me? In a RICO law. hmm And they show daggone enough, great daggone rack them up. That's why today, if y'all don't know the, hey baby, Mr. Castle baby, if y'all didn't hear the chief of police before he resigned, y'all, he said there's going to be several more arrests. They can pull that chief back down for anything that he knows. Yes, ma'am. She said, "Good evening to all. Good evening to you too, baby." Yeah. But I had to come in here because I feel like, what I'm saying, I don't know why this woman is coming against me. I think I'm saying something that's touching a nerve with April Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Because April Thomas, you know that this was a premeditated kidnapping. They didn't want the other baby. Why wouldn't they take the other baby? It was all y'all do this thing and try to get some money out of Dominic. And when Dominic didn't fall for y'all and y'all little money trick of trying to get him, like he told us, you tried to sell his baby back to him. You had your own child. Mm. So now we got to realize who ended this baby. Who ended her fleshly life? Who ended it? Was it the mother all along? Because I don't see a person who's got a career like Vito. I just don't see it. He might have been clout chasing a little bit or whatever, but I don't see Vito as someone to take and do this to a baby. I don't see it because he had a career. That's what I'm seeing at this point. I'm seeing April Thomas and her family doing this, and they covering up for her. Yes, ma'am. Because April, you was nobody know where you was. You didn't even search for your own little girl. You couldn't search for a little girl that wasn't there. She was not there. She was not going to be found. You had to find the perfect time to drop your little girl. Yep. And your family helped you to daggone do this. Yep, Miss Dolly, that is the reason why she got sick. And Dominic, he already knew I don't have her. And he knew that your ass had that little girl. That's why he said, Cupcake is okay. Cupcake is okay. Because you had your own baby. You had her. You had her. And they going to find out what you done to her. You did it. Because somebody said she wasn't dumped until the 19th. That's how y'all was able to do them times on that daggone tombstone that way. Only the killer would know how to daggone time such a time to be able to time that birthday and that death date. And it don't make sense that you would say that your baby died on that birth date that you have up there and the death date. Why is and then that's very important to me. Why is that on her tombstone? Because that little girl didn't die that day. April Thomas, you liar. They got the date. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on now, because I don't want to make no mistakes. Hold on, y'all. Mm-mm. Hold on, y'all. And one thing about this young man is he daggone post about his baby and how much he miss her. And you got a whole mother that don't even daggone acknowledge her through his whole. This baby is down this man's whole timeline. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Let me see. Let me get it bigger. Okay. Let me see if I can. Okay. Now, y'all, her birthday is 4/22. 2016. Her death date was 10/12/2019. I mean 10/22/2019. Now can y'all answer me something? How does that make sense? If they said Patrick demised her on the 12th, then wouldn't this be when they put her down for as the day that she passed away, not the day that they found her? Or even did they even find her on the 22nd? Where do they get this number at on this tombstone? Can somebody answer me? Please. I need somebody to answer me. Where do they get this number at on this tombstone? Y'all see it right. 4/22/2016 to 10/22/2019. Where did they get that number? Can somebody please tell me where they got this number at? Because I'm confused, y'all. I'm confused. The 12th was the day that they said that this little girl was gone, taken away, and Patrick was supposed to did this heinous crime to her on the 12th, right? So why is it her death date the 22nd? Hmm? Can somebody please tell me that? Because I thought the day that you pass away is the day that you gonna go on your tombstone. Not no 2 days later or a week later on the day that they find the baby. No, ma'am, she didn't on what you call it. And only the killer could have on made these numbers up to make it look like the time that 22. Okay, from the time that we on 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Somebody seen the baby on the 17th. Okay. Let me tell y'all that. Somebody seen the little girl on the 17th. And she's supposed to be in daggone demised on the 12th, y'all. Okay? October the 12th is when this little girl's supposed to have been deleted from the earth. It doesn't. And that's how you see corruption. Corruption at its finest. And the tombstone tells the whole daggone story of corruption. Because if this little baby was demised on the 12th, then how does somebody see her on the 17th? And then how does someone see her on the 19th? That's impossible, right? She's supposed to have been deleted on the 12th. That's what April say. That's what the police say. Patrick deleted her the same day that he got her. No, you can go on up out of here. Ain't I got any of my moderators into Tiana? Block her off my page, please. Get her up out of here. Cause first of all, April came from me, so she obviously wanted my attention. Now leave her in here, Tiana. Leave her in here. April wanted my attention today. Her and Miss Nitra Davis. And don't tell me about let God, baby. You hear me? God using me to tell this little girl's story. You hear me? She living and she daggone breathing something her mama ain't. That little girl is living eternal life. And she'll live forever, Miss Elizabeth Williams. Talking about all this judging. No. A baby lost her life. Maybe you don't realize that, lady. Y'all feel sorry for a wench that left her baby outside unattended all day long and stood under oath to my God and your God, Miss Elizabeth. Under oath. And lied. Three conflicting stories. So, Miss Elizabeth, until you know what you talking about, don't you come in here. You sit down still and be real still in my room. Because I work for God, lady. Nobody judging. We daggone can judge. The Lord said we can. The heck? You don't like it? Get out my room. And it's a block button. See you later. She mad because somebody putting April out here. April she wanted to be so known and so famous through this whole daggone thing, y'all. Greed, money, entrapment, trying to daggone sell her baby back to the daddy and all this stuff. It's gonna come out, girl. See, I don't care if she don't leave. She gonna get an earful in here today. Ain't nobody judging. We see what the hell went down. And I can't see anybody that daggone live and watch this mess what happened to this woman in this premeditated kidnapping. It's innocent people, Miss Daggone Baby, Miss Elizabeth Williams. It's innocent people been thrown in this thing. They can lose their life. What if that was one of your kids? They got blamed for something that you know that they wouldn't be capable of doing, lady. Take your daggone mean self up out of here talking about somebody judging. Yep, we sure is. We judging a lie. We judging being bamboozled by the system. Yep, we sure are, lady. Like I said, the thing wanted my attention, and I came to give it to her. You might think you got away with this crime, but God sat back and he sit up and he sit high. And he looked low, April Thomas. And baby, he got your number. You hear me, lady? No one judging trying to make it make sense. Justice for Cupcake. Our God never sleeps. That's right. And I don't know why Miss Elizabeth thought that she can come in here with her negative vibe and say somebody judging anything. The world judged Patrick, though, didn't they? You judged Patrick, though, didn't you, Miss Elizabeth? Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. You're judging Miss Patrick Derek Brown, too, ain't you, Miss Elizabeth? So let's not talk about judge, because you one of the ones that's on the bandwagon and say these people are guilty. Mm-hmm. But April Thomas is guilty in my eyes. Always have been. She came for the messenger. I already knew April Thomas had her hands in it, but then I got to getting really down dirty with it, and I realized the baby daddy said you tried to sell her back to him, so that means you had your baby. And that means you had to do something, because when nobody else gonna get their hands dirty. That's why that explains why when you made it to your mama house, you smelled like a rotted corpse that you had been around dead body. Oh yes, ma'am. Hmm. Yes, ma'am. See, all that's got to come out. Miss Sharon, did you have to tell April to go home and take a shower or take a bath because she smelled a reeking dead flesh, rotted corpse body? Yes, ma'am. Because see, that would have, as a mother, that would have daggone drew a red flag to me. Why do you smell like dead body or dead corpse? Yes, ma'am. And why are you daggone? Why am I able to smell that so strong? Where I gotta tell you to get out my house because you stink of dead flesh, rotting away. Mm, mm, mm. Well, y'all, that was that. I had to come in here because I'm tired of this Booger Wolf and her little daggone minion coming from me, Nitra Davis. Nitra Davis gave all the business out about Ramonda's Robinson. Yes, ma'am. Nitra know about Ramonda's Robinson too. They need to question all these folks in Birmingham. Ada Elizabeth Williams, yes, I am judging who lead their baby and drives away. That part. That part. And go and be with a man and go be down between his legs. But she claims she was there. But we know she lying. Anyways, y'all, with that being said, I ain't gonna get in here and let April steal my joy. I've been in the light all day, and now I'm not gonna address this again. I feel like April Thomas deleted her own baby because she said she got sick and threw up. Strange that you're looking for a kidnapped baby with trash bags and gloves as well. So, Miss Baby, before you get to thinking we judging anybody, it was put in our faces. And with that being said, y'all, I'm not gonna give this demonic devil my energy. I'm gonna go pray and I'm gonna get some energy back in me of God. I love you guys. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too, Miss Dolly. God bless you all, and don't let nobody, and I mean stay under the umbrella of God. Don't let nothing come in that, and keep yourself in the armor of God and covered with Jesus' blood. And I'll just pray that over y'all. I love you guys. Y'all have a very blessed day.